Hey there, guys, on the YouTube. What's going on? I got a special review for you guys. I didn't think I was going to see this movie, but the opportunity arose, so I was like, I guess I'll go see Immortals in 3D. I was going to, but saw J. Edgar, and that turned out really great, so let's see if I made the right decision, and apparently neither decision was really a good one to make. I was expecting this to be a piece of crap, but I guess maybe a more sparkly piece of crap. But let's get into it, I guess. Start out with the positives. Movie looks nice, like the 3D aspects of it, like having that depth in there. I love that. I like the way that that looks, because it's like, my $15 right there. Look at that. That looks pretty, I guess. Sort of. But it was in 3D, so that looked good. A thing that these 3D movies are bringing into cinema that I really appreciate, and yes, I have to use the word cinema there, is some of the dynamic shots they can bring in. There's one shot in this movie that I really remember where the camera's pulling back and it goes through like this long tube type thing, and like the depth just looks crazy once it pulls off from that tube, and like you can see going through, and like it's really, really interesting and cool how people are doing that. Granted, it's young, the technology right now, so a year from now when I see that shot in a movie, I'll be like, yeah, blah, 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 seen it there, done that, blah, blah. But now, it's kind of special. Another positive from this thing that I kind of liked, and I'm only mentioning the positives because there's not much else to mention here. The action kind of looked cool. You know, it looked cool the whole time. But later in the movie, like when it got to that final action scene, like the special effects looked really fake. I had a moment of like, oh, this reminds me of a movie where people had claws. I don't know what that movie was because I'm not ever going to mention it because it sucked. But if you're going to make the effects better look damn good. And some of them in this movie did look pretty good, but like the people, because they had to like animate them and all virtual-like and whatnot, because they were doing like things like blowing up their heads and stuff, they kind of look crappy. The plot was boring! Who cares what the plot was? There wasn't one as far as I'm concerned. The plot was my nap in between the action scenes. That was the plot. Mickey Rourke was in this movie or something, like being the bad guy. Yeah, they're killing people. And Theseus was there. The characters, chiseled abs with faces, okay? There's nothing there. This movie was like, hey, yo, you see 300? That looked awesome. Yeah, dude, it had a pretty good story too, but it looked awesome. So this movie's all about look. This is the kind of movie you go in with your iPod. Screw the dialogue. It sucked. Screw the actors. They sucked. Now the action and the stunts, very, very good stuff. But because all this action, you know, comes in and it feels out of context in a way, just because all these characters who like are doing all this stuff, I don't care about them at all. So if they die, I'm like, well, that guy is gone. Well, what about the other guy with the nice hat? Is he going to still kill people? Like, I didn't care about these people. And the way they make these action scenes awesome, no matter how cool the action, it's the same thing that Sucker Punch had. I don't care about the characters. I don't care what they're doing. So, it looks cool. This is, this movie skids on crap the whole time. But, like, rent this if you want to see the cool stuff. There's some pretty gnarly stuff in there. I'll give it to it. There's some good action scenes of like long shots of like him like kicking the crap out of people, but like the trailer made this look like it was going to be more action packed than it actually was. There's a lot of parts. I fell asleep a couple times in this movie, and the action also, it feels random at parts. Like it's just like, oh, I guess this is going to happen right now, which wasn't necessarily bad for something like this because it needs it, but nevertheless, crap, rent it, I guess, you know, rent this one if you really want to check it out, but if you miss it, you're missing nothing. You're missing what you flushed down the toilet last week. Second review in 1 week, bam. Please comment, tell me how much I suck, subscribe up there, or push buttons somewhere. Just push buttons on my page, that'd be cool anyway, and I'll talk to you later. Peace out, guys.